Hi, I'm Michelle. Thanks for joining me for another yoga session brought to you by the HSE through the Leitrim Development Company. Today we're going to do a few standing moves to help warm up the body and get yourself going. This is ideal for the start of the day or maybe in the afternoon when you're feeling a little bit lethargic or a little bit tired. Rather than going for a cup of coffee, try just getting up and moving a little bit. So we're going to start just by standing, maybe with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, say shoulder distance apart. Rock on your feet, lifting your toes up, lifting the heels up, settling into the feet one at a time, peeling off the floor. And then when the feet feel really secure, you can stand tall. Imagine that you're zipping up your body. So you're pulling your tummy in, you're tightening through your bum, you're corseting in the ribs, everything's getting solid. You're pressing into the feet so the legs are solid. We're zipping up the body, and then we're gonna reach the arms up. You can turn your palms up towards the ceiling as if you're holding a big balloon. Now, we might have our shoulders up by our ears. Let's pull them down away from the ears so that our arms are spread wide. Keep pulling the belly in. Keep pulling the tummy and the bum in. And let's just find our breath here. Taking a few nice deep breaths. In through the nose, back out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Keep the fingers spread wide, keep the arms active, keep the belly pulled in, legs are active. 2 more breaths. And then turn the palms down and just bring the arms out shoulder level. We're just going to do some small circles here. Circling forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to get bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shake out the arms, shake out the hands. Just really kind of as if they're wet. Shake them out until your wrists get kind of loose and rubbery. Shake out the arms and then put your hands on top of the shoulders. We're going to circle this way, so elbows together in front. Open it up in the back. Tap. Open it up. Tap. Remember to breathe. You could do this sitting down if you prefer. We're just warming up the upper body a little bit first. And then other direction. Push those elbows back and out, bringing them together in the front. Back, out, and to the front. And then release the arms, release the arms. Now with the legs, we're gonna step up, we're gonna hold our hands up. Let's try sort of at waist level. So at waist level, I'm gonna lift up, touch my knee to the hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to try it a little bit higher. So try lifting it up to shoulder level. Now, we can't get our knee up that high, but if we hold our hands out high, let's see if we can kick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go as high as you can. 7, and 8. Well done. Getting the legs livened up as well. So I'm going to show you a quick sequence that we do in yoga. So you want a section of floor about the size of this mat. You don't need a mat, but you can see the amount of space that we're looking to use. I'm going to stand at one end of this mat with my feet hip distance apart, and then I'm going to raise my arms up towards the ceiling. See if you can touch your fingertips together. Inhale, exhale. See if you can fold forward, coming to a flat back. Bend the knees and see, can you touch the floor? Inhale, come back to a flat back. You can bring your hands onto your thighs. Exhale, fold forward, knees are bent. See if you can touch the ground. So bend those knees as much as you need. And then we're going to step back just briefly to a plank position. Then drop the knees down. So knees are down, palms are against the floor. We're going to lower our chin and chest down. Our bum is going to stay kind of popped up a little bit. So we'll go like this, and then straighten out the body, and lift the head and chest off the floor. Push back onto the knees. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep the hands in that spot. Tuck your toes, and lift your bum off the ground. You might step your toes forward a little bit. Drop the head down. We're making a mountain type of shape. So keep the head tucked down. You can take a couple breaths here. Shake out the neck. Shake out your hair. Then soften through the knees. So the knees are coming downward towards the floor again. Look at your hands and see, can you step up to the front? Inhale, hands to the thighs again. Exhale, fold it down, shake everything out. And then inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring them back to your chest. We're going to do that one more time. This is an all-over warm-up called a sun salutation. So inhaling up, exhaling, folding down, coming to that straight back. Touch the ground. Inhale, hands to the thighs again. Then we're going to step back to a plank. Drop the knees down. Lower, lower, lower the chin and chest down till you're flat on the ground. Straighten through the legs. Inhale, raise the chin and chest up. Push back. Keep the hands in place there. Drop the head. Lift up the bum. Maybe you want to step your feet slightly forward. Taking another breath here. Then we're going to soften the knees, look to the hands, step up to the hands. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, let it all fall down. And bring the hands back up to the sky and back to the chest. So well done. That's the sun salutation. And if you just did those shoulders and the feet taps, and then you did a few of those, you'd be well warmed up for the day. I'm going to show you just a couple of other strengthening poses, because sometimes when we focus on just working on one thing to get stronger, that in itself helps to de-stress us and clear our mind, because we're really concentrating on something. So these aren't particularly hard, but they do strengthen your legs and they strengthen your core. And it gives you something to focus on. So once we get into the position, then we're going to bring our attention back to the breath. Okay, so from that starting position here at the front of your mat, we're going to step back with the left leg, maybe 2.5 feet. Doesn't really matter. You want to have a good stance. And this foot wants to be closer to the left side and this one to the right. Now we're going to bend into this front knee. And with your hands on your hips, we're just going to turn towards the front of the mat. So our chest and our face is looking forward. We're bent into that front knee. And this back foot here, you should be able to press it into the ground. So adjust the foot to face more forward so it can reach off and on the floor. Okay, so this is the lower body position. And then we're gonna raise those arms up just as we were doing in our sun salutation. Now you can have them wide open or you can have them closed up. That's up to you. I kind of like it in between. So here I'm strengthening through my arms, I'm strengthening through my legs, my belly and my back. Hold it up as high as you can, but pull those shoulders down. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. In and out. Keep the fingers spread, arms are active. And then exhale the hands down. We're gonna keep the lower body in this position. We're still strengthening these legs. We're gonna reach this left leg to the back of the left thigh. And this right hand, we're gonna turn our palm up and we're gonna reach it up in front of us. So we're gonna look towards that and see if we can tilt back and keep reaching back here. We're still bending into that front knee. Reach, 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 reach. And exhale it down. Well done. We're gonna step forward and do the other side. Now march it out, loosen it up in case anything feels a little niggly. And then we're gonna step back on the right side this time. So I'm stepping back, I'm gonna bend the front knee. I wanna feel that my feet are both solid on the floor. The front toes are pointing straight ahead. The back toes are pointed maybe at a diagonal. Hands are on the hips. We're turning it towards the front leg just as far as it'll go. And then zip up the belly, zip up the chest, raise up through the arms. Again, they can be clasped together. Or you can have it a little bit wide. You're looking either up towards the ceiling or forward, and you're reaching those arms up actively no matter how you have them, wide or tightly close. One more breath. And release. Now, the humble warrior again. We're gonna bring the right hand to the back of the right leg. I'm turning my left palm up and forward, and I'm reaching up. I'm looking at that hand if I can. Remember to keep bending into that front knee. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, release. Well done. March it out a few more times. This is probably the toughest class, the most challenging class of the series, but stay with me. That's the main work over. We're just gonna add a little mini bit of balancing, but we're not doing major balancing. We're just gonna focus on keeping our hands on our hips and lifting a foot off the floor. So settle into your feet, step the feet out, shift into one foot. I'm starting by standing on my left leg. I'm slightly bending my right knee. And then I'm gonna just lift that up in front of me. See if you can do it. If you're down lower, if you're just barely lifting off, that's just as good. You're still balancing. If you're not touching the floor, you're balancing. Now, holding onto our waist helps to keep us stable. We're stabilizing and using all the muscles along the back, along the spine. We can bring the arms out, and you can feel that brings more tightness in through the chest, more strengthening into the chest and the upper back. So you can try either way. One more breath, well done. and then swap it out. We're going to do the same thing with the other side now. So settling into the other foot. Really solid on the floor. And if you're doing this with shoes, it's actually easier oftentimes to balance with shoes on. So if you do find balancing hard, put your runners on, a well-fitted shoe like a runner, and having a larger base, like the base of the foot, is a good way to start balancing. That's why it's important to kind of spread out our toes and use the whole of the foot when we are attempting to balance. And you can play around like this. You can do this while the kettle is boiling. Just while you're watching the kettle, you could lift one foot up. You can hold on to the knee. You can try to bring it out to the side. You can lift it up. Just playing around, make it fun. I mean, this is just about exploring what you can do for your body in those little bits of time that you have for yourself. That me time. What can you do for you to make yourself a little bit stronger, to make yourself a little bit calmer, to make yourself just a little less stressed out? So we're going to finish by sitting down on the floor, or lying down if you prefer, and I'm just going to lead you through a short meditation. So whether you're sitting comfortably, leaning against the wall or in the chair, maybe even sitting up in bed, or you're lying down and really letting yourself relax, I want you just to close your eyes now. Close your eyes and notice what you see through the closed eyelids. Is there light? Is there color? Is there pattern? Is there any kind of shadow coming through the eyelid, which you have gently, gently closed? Take a nice deep breath and notice the smell in the room. Is there any smell or scent in your space or around your body? Maybe shampoo, maybe the scent of food. Notice what there is to smell. Breathe it in, becoming aware of the space around us. Turn inward to the mouth. Notice any taste, any sensation in your mouth. Notice the sounds around you. Sounds coming through this video, sounds outside, sounds near and further away. Without judgment, just notice there's a sound, there's a sound, there's a sound. Try not to label them good or bad. And bring your awareness to the surface of your skin. The things that you can touch, things that are touching you. Are they soft or hard, smooth or rough? Is the surface of your skin warm or cold? Notice the sensations of your skin. Notice your clothing touching your body, breeze, heat, whatever there is to notice. Then notice your breath. Notice your breath moving in and out, in and out. As you lie or sit in that stillness, try not to think thoughts. Try not to reflect on the day or look ahead. Just stay with my voice and my instructions. With your eyes closed and your body still, bring your full attention to your right hand thumb. Notice the thumb, then the first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Simply noticing these body parts, noticing what you feel, if anything, in those parts, and trying not to move the part as you move your attention to that part of the body. Move to the palm of the right hand. Notice the palm of the right hand. Then the top of the hand, that delicate skin on the top of the hand. Notice your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm. Relaxing through the right hand and arm as you move your awareness upward. Notice the shoulder now, the right shoulder, front of the shoulder, top of the shoulder, back of the shoulder. Notice your underarm. Is there any sensation in the right underarm? Then move from there down the right side body. Move down the side of the body until you arrive at the right side of the waist. Noticing the right side of the waist, then the right hip, the right buttock, sinking down and letting go as you move through the body. Notice the right leg now, the whole right leg. Notice the upper leg, front and back, the knee. Move to the lower leg. Notice the shin, the calf muscles, the ankle. Notice the top of the right foot, and then the bottom of the foot. Notice the arch of your foot, notice the heel of your foot. Then bring your attention to the tip of the right big toe. Right big toe, then the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and now the fifth toe. Noticing anything that's happening in that smallest toe, the fifth and tiniest toe, without movement. Simply noticing what's happening there. Then move your attention across the body to the left side, to your left thumb. Notice your left thumb, left pointer finger, the first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Notice the palm of the hand. Any sensation at all in the palm of the left hand. Then notice the top of the hand. Then the wrist, left wrist, noticing sensation there. Move to the forearm, elbow, upper arm, and now the shoulder. Notice the sensation of the shoulder and soften it. Then move to the underarm, left underarm. Move down the left side of the body. Find the left side of the waist, the left hip, the left buttock. Sinking down and letting go even further. Now the whole upper body should be soft and relaxed, melting downward. Notice the left leg now, the whole left leg. Then the left upper leg, the front of the upper leg, the back of the upper leg. Move to the knee. Notice the left knee, the left lower leg, shin, calf muscle, ankle. Then move to the left foot, noticing the top of the foot, then the bottom of the left foot. Notice the arch of the foot, the heel of the foot, and then to the tip of the left big toe. Noticing the tip of the big toe, then jumping to the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and now the fifth toe, the last little toe on the left foot, noticing anything that you can feel in that tiny toe. Then jump your attention to the crown of your head, the very, very top of your head, noticing the top of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, that space between the two eyebrows. Slide from that space down to the tip of your nose. Bring your awareness to the tip of the nose. Right nostril now, noticing breath moving in and out of the right side of the nose. And then the left side. Pull the air in. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out completely. Take 2 more nice deep breaths, really noticing the air coming and going through the nose. Notice how relaxed the body feels. And you're welcome to keep relaxing, but if you need to finish up, then take another breath and gently push yourself back up to sitting. Blinking the eyes open. I thank you once again for joining me in this yoga session, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week.